I don't know what. I don't know what the hell just happened. This shit just dead ass like just ended. The live just ended randomly. I'm gonna give it a couple seconds because I know this shit picks up at like the 25-second mark or 30-second. I don't know. That's crazy. I was just going. I didn't even hit 20 minutes yet, and it just closed. I do. So if you go to my channel and watch the last live, I'm basically talking about. I'm breaking down the gut and the importance of the gut. And this shit just said, nah, fuck that. And this shit just closed off. I'm like, God damn, that's fucked up. Anywho, this is what I'm about to do. We're gonna give 3 simplified explanations in depths of the word gut. The first is understanding that your gut is grasping universal time. You can't go anywhere without your torso. You can't even go anywhere without your head, to be honest, or any part of your body. However, in the course of like, your core dictates where your body's gonna go. I can look you away with my head anytime I want, but if you're not focusing on the body, you're gonna get lost. You know what I'm saying? So the gut is allowing us to embrace the body's information that's been stored in it for generations and generations. And the information that's stored in it is the DNA. Our blood itself holds information. This DNA is our ancestors, it's even gods, or even the universe. Shit, it can even be mystical creatures that's aligned with the genetics. Everything has just been morphed and put into a simpler state so that we have life like this. You know what I'm saying? It's less complicated, but more agitating. It's less complicating, but way more fucking agitating. Cause bro, who wants to pay bills and do all this shit, work a job you don't want to work? Who wants to do all that? Like, come on now. Like, people like Kais and that and all the people they got working with, like, bro, those guys are blessed, and it's motivational to even see guys do that at the age that they're in, because they're not following to the norm. You know what I'm saying? They're not falling to the same old shit. And a lot of us aren't falling to the same old shit simply because we know that we are valuable. We know that our life itself is a goddamn what's it called? Our life itself is content. No matter how boring or shit it may be. And I talked about the concept of boring in the last one. If you here though, like the video, gang. I might have got something. I need some ice for this goddamn shit I got. Hey, what's up? Okay. I need some ice in my cup. I need some ice in my cup. Man, them muffins and QT be bustin'. I ain't gonna cap you down. I haven't had one in a minute though. I do need some ice. I do need some ice. Oh my God, oh my God. We finna get into this shit. Where you from, bro? What's up? What y'all talking about? You think what I think about Trump? I ain't gonna lie. I think Trump is just a businessman trying to do what businessmen do. Take money from other people and give it to other people. Now, at the same time though, I'm not into politics. But they say that Trump is our last president. So I suggest you this is the most perfect time to take risk in the things you love to do, or don't do it at all. Either stay part of what you were, or build to be something you want to be. Because here's the kicker with all this politics shit and all the stuff that's going on. There's nobody, let me be real. No one can dictate your life. Like, real shit. No one can dictate you except you. The agreements you've made in your life is what's dictating what you do in your life. You don't have to work a job. You don't have to do any of the shit they got going on in America or any other countries. The only reason why we do it is because it is the norm. It's considered normal. It's weird to not work a job. It's weird to not have a car. It's weird to, you know what I'm saying? All that normal shit, like, it's something we've conditioned ourselves to have. And the problem with a lot of people right now, because they're dictating their life based on Trump and Elon Musk. And here's the thing, bro. No matter who's in the office or who's the government, no one can stop you from living life how you want to live it. Yeah, you got rules, you got restrictions. Every place has rules and restrictions, but guess what? You bend them, motherfuckers. We are all fucking rule benders. We bend rules to meet what we want. So I just stay out of the whole politic realm because I feel like people just take it too personal. And they forget the fact that a government is supposed to actually help the people and be for the people, not just govern themselves. That's just the way I see it. Since someone asks, what do I think about Trump? Thanks for everybody that's here right now liking the video. You can subscribe if you want to. That's also optional. I'll go live here every Thursday and Friday just to talk about the things I've learned in my life in the past week. And I bring it into ways that is spiritual, intellectual, emotional, thoughtful. I bring it into multiple different realms of understanding just to kind of branch multiple parts of who we are as a human being, because we're not just one version of ourselves. We're a multitude of us just all into one body. You know what I'm saying? And my goal is to branch my awareness to reach more than just one body, if that makes sense. So before I had got out the car and went to QT and poured some ice in this goddamn cup, because I ain't for drinking something hot, I want something cool, goddamn. I feel like the heart is the center of your earth. I know that probably did not make sense to a lot of people, but just hear me out. If you switch the H in hearts, you can get earth. Put the H at the end of the T, get earth. So if you connect to your heart, you connect to earth. Why would being connecting to earth, why would that be important? Connecting to earth is connecting to your nature. It's connecting to your soul. Because guess where our soul is located at? It's located partially here. Now, the way my belief system works, I believe our souls are multi-dimensional. So for instance, not only are most of our awareness is in this body, we have a version of ourselves that is a bird, that is an animal, that is water, and all sorts of that shit. And the reason why we're choosing to be a human being is because this is the third dimensional state of living, third dimensional state of existing, to be exact. So in your existing process, you have to choose a body. And sometimes people don't even get to choose a body. That's how fucked up the shit can be sometimes, you know? Some people don't get to choose a body. Some people are dead ass like, what's the word I'm looking for? Some people are bystanders, coaches, fans. A coach to a soul is like a spiritual guide. A coach for a coach for a soul is a spiritual guide. A fan to the soul is like an ancestor that's rooting for you. What's another one that I said? I said coach. I said fan. A bystander in the soul's experience as a human being is like a watcher. Someone who just watches you, who just looks at you, looks over you. They can hate or they can give good words, but they're not necessarily always going to speak to you, but they're going to be there as like a totem pole for you. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like something like that. That's just the way I see it. That could maybe change in the future, but in the current moment, that's how I see it. So the heart is the center of our earth. The more you connect to your heart, the more you get connection to the other realms of self, right? Because your heart is the main components that provides the body life. The heart is the rhythm, the beats, the flow. Without a heart, you can't rap, you can't sing, you can't be, you can't, you know what I'm saying? You have to have that pump inside of you to get things going. So when you get things flowing and going, you have a responsibility to the heart that you have. You have a responsibility on the earth that you're living on. Now, a lot of people call this responsibility, another word for that is purpose, right? Now, yes, it is the same. However, the reason why I feel like a lot of people are afraid of handling their responsibilities, especially when it's like emotional responsibility with their partner, with their children, with their friends, their families, or even with themselves, 100% with themselves, you have a responsibility to treat your heart how you want it to be treated. It's essentially the same thing when you're growing up. You hear people say, treat people how you want to be treated. A lot of people can't treat people how they want to be treated because they don't treat themselves how they want to be treated. It's just literally how it works. So you have to tune in to your heart a little bit more. And I can give you 2 great ways to doing so. 2 great ways. Go to nature, walk in the tree path, don't talk. Breathe and walk. You're around green the whole time. Green is the heart chakra. You're also around earth, the nature. You're around Mother Nature the whole time. So you're gonna essentially start to connect back to your true you. And if you want to even like advance that portion of it, whatever your favorite element is, sit next to it. If it's fire, light a candle, look into the fire. If it's water, go to a lake or a river. If it's earth, sit next to trees. If it's air, meditate. I knew it was gonna be fire. There are different tools and things that you can do to tap into your heart, because the heart is where your soul resides. A piece of your huge multi-dimensional puzzle is in your heart. A part of it is also in your mind. Everything that's outside of you, it is manifested from within too. Now, one of the things I'm working on balancing is that every thought is not yours, meaning it could be an ancestor, it could be a god or a goddess, it could be the universe, it could be a demon, an angel, it can be a multitude of things. It can even be a mystical creature like a dragon or a freaking giant or whatever, right? The thoughts that's come from within you could be a range of things. However, the problem that I'm learning how to solve is differentiating from what's inside and what's outside. And I've started to catch, like, the more you grow in life, the more you start to advance not only your awareness, but like money, goals, skill. You're going to start matching yourself with the same force that you produce, just on the opposite side. And the reason of that is to test your durability, test your strength. Are you willing to overcome you at your greatest point? You know what I'm saying? Like, if Michael Jordan was to play Kobe at their prime states, that's literally Jordan facing himself. And that's Kobe facing himself. They're just 2 different people in 2 different bodies, but they're 2 of the same essence, spirit, in the competitive spirit, in the love for the game. They're still putting that into perspective into their one-on-one if they was to play each other in their prime states. So in order to do a great job of discerning your mind and discerning your heart, basically understanding what is helping you internally in the mental area and the best ways to connect more with yourself emotionally, you have to realistically, like, be more kind and honest with you. Like, real talk. If you know you're doing some stupid shit, just accept the fact you did some stupid shit. Like don't try to like act like you ain't do what you did. Like, you did some stupid shit. It's okay. And that acceptance, it goes a long way. Like, bro, today at work, what I'm learning at work, and it's crazy because every other job I've ever had, not even every job before this job, I had no problems. Like, I'm not a perfect person. I've had problems, but not to the point where like the job is like, hey, look, do you want to stay here or no? Like, I haven't had that with any job ever. Every job I've ever had is like, hey, can you come in more? Because I ain't gonna lie, you do a great job. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a great worker. But this job is teaching me, how do I handle when I fuck up? That's what this job is teaching me that I work at right now. How can I handle when I'm fucking up? And as a future entrepreneur, as a businessman, as a person, as a freaking soul, being able to accept you fucked up, that can be high-key powerful as fuck, because you are being accountable for what you are responsible for. Now, obviously, when you mess up something, you may have denial because you think, oh, damn, I thought I did it right. What the fuck's going on? Or you did all the research and you think it is flowing, but then it's not right. Accepting failure is not accepting defeat. They're two different words. They may mean the same thing. They may be close, but they're not the same. Failure is like you're trying to reach a time point. So if you have to be somewhere at 10:30, you get there at 10:31, you failed. It's okay. Learn from it. It's cool. It's an F. You failed. So what? You can get better at it. But when you are, what's the other word I said? Failure and, damn, what was the other word? I said failure and, it wasn't terrible. What was the other word I said? Ah, shit. If you're here right now, please like the video, because I feel like videos like this, shit, I wish I had it when I was like 12 through 18 and shit. Like, no cap. If I had this shit, if I had this information when I was younger, oh my God. Bro, I'd have if I was 18 listening to this information for 2 years, up to 18, basically from 16 to 18, bro, I would be like I would be a community man. Like, I would put myself in position to help the community be a community. Like, when you see an apartment complex, oh, that's a community, that's an apartment complex, it's whatever. But you don't see people like hanging out, spending time together, large groups of people, knowing each other, you know what I'm saying? Interaction, stuff like that. That's what I'm building towards. And the best way to build towards something when you're at an older age is to have something valuable that people can consume or buy or interact with. And for me, that's music. For me, that's YouTube. Building something by doing something consistency and having a true passion behind it, that shit is amazing. So I'm trying to figure out what was the word. I said failure and loss. No, I said failure and something. I can't remember. Failure is a loss. I think it's failure and loss. I think it is. So a failure is, when you hear the word, it just sounds so like failure. Nigga. Like, when you hear the word failure, it just sounds so and that's because of the animated scenes we get just from hearing the word failure. But what if failure is tale here? Like a tale, like a story. What if every time you fail, it's a testimony, a story to the next person to help them in their story? What if every time you lost, every time you felt disappointed, every time you felt discouraged, every time you didn't have the confidence to be successful or to be yourself, it turns into a testimony for someone else? It becomes the test that someone else needs to pass because you couldn't do it. And it's not even like the test stops. Like, no, you're going to continue to have these tests. The test doesn't end. The value of the test actually gets larger. You feel what I'm saying? You will go from like a high school type of test of whatever you're going through, and then you will have a college version, a adult version, a 30-year-old version of these different tests. Because the universe tests us every day. It tests our patience when it comes to traffic. It tests our patience when it comes to this heat. It tests our ability to either our patience with ourselves, whether if we're supposed to read today or journal today, meditate today, make a video today. Like, it goes into many variables, and this all comes back to the topic of discussion is the gut and the heart have everything you need to spark. The gut and the heart have everything you need to be a star. The gut and the heart have everything you need to be a star. So if you want to be a star, you need to start listening to your gut. And the best way to listen to it is to cleanse it first. Drink more water, drink more tea, and shit, do some core exercises. Like, whatever allows your gut to feel like it's not bloated, it's not feeling weird, stuff like that. When you have access to your gut, it gives you the chance to grasp universal time. You can even say grasp universal timelines. Either or. When you connect more to your gut, it's giving the heart space more of a alleyway to tap into the below and above. Because our heart is naturally going to respond to the above because our mind and feelings are always contradicting itself throughout the day. You could feel one way, but you're not finna do what you think you're finna do simply because you're not trying to be like that. You know what I'm saying? That's just how kind of some people are when you have self-control. However, imagine if your gut, your heart, and your mind were all in unison together. Basically, your gut is your will, your pull to action. You could be patient enough to know when to take the right action. Your heart, you have the ability to put the passion and feelings that's needed for whatever project or whatever purpose you have or desire that you have that you want to bring to people or even yourself. You can bring it with the right feeling, the right emotional state. And then guess what? The mind is a imaginational toolbox. You could think of whatever the fuck you want in your mind. I could think of a whole circus in this parking lot right now just because it's empty, just because my mind is allowing me to think of it, because I want to do it. When you have access to the 3 levels of you, and this is just as a body part, to your brain, to your mind, access to your gut, which is like your intestines, you're being in... Nah, I ain't finna do that. I was gonna break down intestines. I'll say that for another day because I feel like I was gonna start taking off because I'm already in a flow state. So in this video, man, I just hope that those who hear this in the future or those even listening right now can grasp the words I'm saying, because it's good to you know, gain therapy or have someone tell you the simple answers that you feel is helpful, but it's deeper than rap. Like, it's deeper than rap. It's deeper than this. It's deeper than what I'm saying. I'm just giving a very simplified version of the depths of what it is that not only I've learned, but that I'm going to learn even more. Because like, it's a process. Every day is a process of how you think, feel, act, talk. Like, all of it is a process. So if you are processing everything you're going through, what is your perspective in your process? What is your take on the process that you're having? You know what I'm saying? And then check your emotional self as you're processing the things that's going on. It's hard, I know. It's difficult, I know. That shit is it's a journey, I know. Bro, it took me 2 years and a half to finally figure out what the fuck has been my problem for real. Like, it takes time to really understand the depths and shit realms of you by just going through what you do. I've been high-key alone for almost like a year and a half. Like, I haven't had a person that is outside of my family hang out with me that's like on a consistent, even if it's like a monthly basis or nothing like that. And my friends are my family, just to let that know. So I say that to say I've had a lot of time of not only reflection, but self-evaluation. And in this self-evaluation, consistency validation, and lastly, sometimes I be forgetting shit, not gonna lie. Consistency, validation, and I'm gonna just say it simply how I feel it. Trust in what you're doing. If you can be consistent, if you can validate yourself for you, fuck anybody else, you can do what you feel is right for you. And that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. So that's the end of this video. I'm gonna go work on this content, get this shit scheduled up. And yeah, man. Love y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Just because I don't have my device that holds my phone, it's not gonna stop me from dropping some divine information for not only my future, but for our present and even our past.